Hello. Sorry, everybody. Had to take care of some things all of a sudden. A little bit late. But we're gonna get started here. Oh, I left my sunglasses. Don't worry, guys. They're in my bedroom. It's okay. I know where they are. I'm not gonna panic. There will be no panic. There is no panic, ever. How is everybody? Hope everyone's doing well. We're gonna be doing, something. We're doing figure drawing. That's what we're doing today. That's right, that's what we're doing. So, you are moderately okay. Okay, well good. I'm glad you guys appreciated the little dance party. Christmas dance parties are fun. I feel like I should make like a Christmas emote, but at this point it's too late, you know? And it's only gonna be useful for like another week or two. I don't know. Thoughts for next year, perhaps. Perhaps. Let me scroll up and say hi to folks. Bacaholic, hello. I'm glad you're doing moderately okay. Hope it becomes even more okay. Chunkers, howdy. Good to see you. Thank you for the Gigantify. That is such a random emote to have. I'm just that kid from Wild Thornberries eating bees. Too funny. Thank you for the Gigantify, though. Hi, Kudo. How are you doing? It's good to see ya. Hope you're doing alright today. Hey, Charlie's Dragon. Good to see you in here. Hope you had a good day. Or having a good day. I'm not ever sure. I think it's late for you, right? I could be wrong. Sharing. Hello. Good to see you. I'm glad you're enjoying those Panicking Carnotaur modes. Guys, I have not had breakfast yet, so in like 40 minutes I might have to go grab a snack or something. Actually, maybe I should go grab a granola bar right now. We're going to be doing figure drawing, so thanks, Amaze, for pinning that to the top of chat. Sorry if I'm a little groggy today. I just went to sleep really late. I got 8 hours, I think. I just couldn't fall asleep till 1. I was too amped. I worked in the studio until like midnight. So I haven't done that in a while. But I really wanted to get my dang shelf organized to get my printer like positioned in a place where I could potentially use it today. So that's what I did last night. So yeah, I'm a little sleepy. Let's see. Lemonies, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for your help. Selby, hey, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. It has no meaning and I love it. Yeah, it's just Donnie. That was his name. Yes. Make sure you eat. Yes, like Donnie. Yeah, maybe I'll go grab a granola bar and just sit it over here for when I get hungry. Yeah. I'm having some like issues this morning. Just didn't have time to eat. Alright, let's do some figure drawing. So for anybody who's never been here before, welcome to the Art Gym. It is where we come to hold each other accountable to actually practicing things. So if you are somebody who is like me and you need accountability to go to either the gym or the art gym, this might be the stream for you. I'm going to be doing figure drawing. We try to do them like once a month at least. Do figure drawing. I was trying to do figure drawing twice a month, but this month it just did not work out that way. I do have like a whole Pinterest board. Like if you go to the pinned Pinterest board, the human section, there is a figure studies section. You can find free timed poses in there. You can find like very low cost subscription to lots of poses if that's what you want. So there's lots of good stock images in there. So you feel free to use that. Just be aware if you are at work that it is not always work safe. You can set it to be work safe, but you just got to be careful with which one you use in the settings. So be aware of that. But I think I'm going to start off with, we haven't done like I don't think I've done like a human anatomy study, like an actual like, hey, let's look at the bones and the muscles in a little bit. So I'm going to do that to start myself off. Just kind of refamiliarize myself. Been drawing a lot of critters lately. Need to brush up on my peoples. Also my computer is really laggy today. I accidentally opened EA. Maybe if I exit out of that, that'll help. Yeah, my poor computer. It's so bogged down with VODs from Twitch. I really need to sit down, hopefully before I leave, but maybe not until after I get back, and just spend a whole day scheduling VODs to upload to YouTube, and then downloading all the VODs and getting them on an external hard drive, and then getting them off this computer. This poor computer is just like filled to the brim. So much of the memory is just going to VOD storage, which is problematic, I feel. That's okay. This is where we're at. Why is my Pinterest board not loading? That is not gonna help me today. That's the one downside of keeping all your references on Pinterest, is if something happens to Pinterest, I am up a creek. There it goes. Okay. Let's do the human skeleton in dynamic poses. I think that would be fun. Let's do a dynamic pose today. Copy image. Alright. Gonna make a new folder here and fill it with references. Okay. Figure study. Boink. Not bears. We're done with bears. We did bears yesterday. There we go. Boink. Guess I should post on the socials that I'm doing this. I just always, I don't know. Such a drag. But yes, we are live doing the figure studies. Guess we just started. It's not the worst. Hope you guys don't mind cheesy, traditional Christmas music sometimes, because these always feel very cozy and homey to me. Reminds me of my grandma. Or like just my childhood in general. I'm just gonna copy this, even though it's not my image. I always feel weird doing that when I haven't drawn anything yet. It's like, hey, here's this drawing or this image that's not mine. I'm posting it on socials. No idea who made it. But he does look very contemplative. Alrighty, let's do a post. Copy is done. Good. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. Who did that? 3 Pioneer. Pioneer, thank you so much for, wow, 4 months of subbing. Thank you so much for that sub. I really appreciate that. Keeping me in food and in home. Hope you're doing well, Pioneer. How's your Tuesday going? Welcome back, Kudo. Welcome back. Hey RJ, how you doing too? It's good to see you. So we're gonna do some figure studies today. I just posted to announce officially that I'm live. I'm really bad about doing that sometimes, but I also kind of feel weird, like it almost feels spammy to me. Does anyone feel like that? Like, how do you guys feel when you see going live notifications on like Blue Sky or Twitter. You're doing terrible! Oh, I'm sorry, RJ. Well, I hope it goes better. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, maybe this is why my stream is going slow. It's all my viewers are playing. That's weird. Isn't that what it's for? I guess so. I guess so. I just feel weird. I've always been really bad at self-promotion. I'd always feel so attention grabby. Which I know is a silly statement because that's the point, right? But I just feel weird about it. I've always felt weird about it. I'm glad. Okay, you don't mind them. Alright, well that's good. Like, I don't mind them when other people do them, so I don't know why I feel like it's weird when I do them, but my brain is like, don't do that, it's weird, and I'm like, oh, shoot, I guess I shouldn't do that, because it's weird. Your bed frame broke? Oh no, I broke my bed frame one time. This was a long time ago when I was in high school, I think. I had a friend over for a sleepover, and I was, look at my bed, and I jumped on it, and I broke it. So and then we slept on it anyway, and so we slept on it at an angle, because it broke at the front, at like by the headboard, and so like our feet were in the air and the head was down this way, and we just slept on it anyhow. It was kind of funny. And then I told my mom in the morning. I was like, Mom, I'm sorry, I'm really wearing my bed. Just being a hyper kid. I think we just had to get I think it was one of those frames that just had like slats, like boards underneath. And so we just slipped in a new one. And it ended up not being a big deal to fix, but it looked really terrible. Yeah, sorry RJ, I hope you get it fixed soon. Hey Isel, how's it going? It's good to see you. Are you excited? I'm excited, nervous. How about you? I hope it doesn't break. That's pretty much my whole thinking about tomorrow's stream is boy, I hope my setup doesn't break. And it probably will, so I just need to accept that it's probably gonna break. But it would be nice if it didn't, though. Wouldn't it be nice if we just had the facade of being pros? That'd be so cool if that could happen. I think. You like seeing going live posts? Okay, well that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I think it helps remind people that you exist and you're doing things. Yeah, I mean that's true. I think that's what it's for, probably. I just feel weird about it. I feel weird reminding people that I exist, Amaze. You ordered a new one, comes tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, at least you'll have one more day to be without. Man, you can't even sleep on the mattress? What do you mean sleep on the ground? Surely, but your mattress isn't broken, right? Like, you don't have to sleep on the floor, hopefully. You need all the ways, yeah. It's hard. It's hard. Top of the morning, yeah, you're pumped. It'll be fine, though, it'll break. Yeah, see, you have such a good way of thinking about it, Isla. I need to adopt your methodology. Oh, sleep on your mattress on the floor. Okay, I was gonna say, don't sleep on the floor. That sounds uncomfortable. Don't do that. That seems like a bad plan. Yeah, one more night. Hopefully it won't be too bad. You know, at least you're able to get a new mattress, right? Like, that's good. Or a new frame, I mean. Alright, we're gonna do shapes, guys. I'm not gonna get caught up in the details too fast, like I always do. I don't wanna get sucked in. I wanna check my proportions. Shapes. Shapes. We're going with shapes, folks. We're doing shapes. There's the sternum, there's the rib cage. I'm not gonna draw all the details, I'm just trying to get the basics. This also looks like a 3D model skeleton, so I'm not sure. Now that I'm looking at it more closely, I'm like, how accurate is this really? We'll see. Live notifications on other platforms don't bother you at all. Okay, good. Especially because Twitch doesn't notify you. See, I do wonder about that sometimes. Yeah, I think I'm just still nervous about self-promotion, probably. I have a really hard time pointing the spotlight at myself, but working on it. It's kind of something you have to get over, right? If you're gonna be an artist, you really have to be on social media. It's unfortunate but true. You used to sleep on the floor when you went to your neighbor's house. Sometimes it's fun when you're a kid. I remember sleeping on the floor for sleepovers and stuff. doesn't bother you when you're like 5 or 6. The skeleton is accepting knighthood, yes. Or contemplating like the knighthood of Bad Drawing. Sir, what could the name be? Sir Bad Drawingston, maybe? Yeah. It's like, oh, these proportions are not right, but we're gonna keep drawing them anyway and hope that we figure them out. I'm trying really hard to make good habits. Twitch never sends you notifications. You have them all turned on and it doesn't. That's weird. Do you have push notifications blocked on your phone maybe? I know in your actual phone settings you can turn off push notifications for certain apps. I've done that on accident before. I had to do that. That might maybe do it for you. I don't know. Hey Miss Yvette, how you doing? How you doing? Yes. You hate advertising yourself too. Yeah, I feel exactly, Sancho. I feel like I'm bothering people, especially when it's a reminder that I sell things. Yes. Yes, exactly. I feel so self-conscious every time I've been like, hey, like, I have a thing in my shop, or there's like a thing on Patreon right now, or like, I don't know, I just feel weird. Don't want to be a commercial to the to the 3 people that follow. Yeah, I understand. I have that same problem, you know, even no matter, it hasn't changed is what I've noticed. Even when I was first getting started on social media and I had like 3 people following me, all the way up to now, where I still, like, compared to a lot of like artists, I have a smaller following, but like, I feel weird about it. I feel weird, and I shouldn't, especially on Instagram, because I know Instagram is not showing even 1/10 of those people my posts, because stupid algorithms. So I should feel better about it, but I just don't. Because I feel like the people who are getting shown my stuff, I don't want to spam them, like you said. Like the 10 people that Instagram is choosing to show my piece to. I don't know. I understand. It doesn't really get better. Well, there you go, Amaze. There you go. I will say, I think Twitch is a lot easier to, I think Twitch is a whole lot easier to, like, I hate to even use the word networking, but just to, like, find people who might be interested in the work that you're doing, because there's so many little niche communities here, and I really feel like it's even easier to do on Discord. I know it's tempting to like want to do everything on the Twitch chats and stuff, but I really kind of, the more I hang around, the more I feel like, you know, getting involved in people's Discords and like meeting people in bigger Discord communities and like talking about your work, like that's really the best way, I think. In some ways I think it's almost easier to meet people when you aren't streaming. And one of my goals next year, actually, and I might even start it a little bit this year, but I want to actually dig into each one of the Discords that I'm in and figure out, like, okay, is this my community, or did I just join this on a whim, and kind of trim the fat a little bit, and then like figure out which communities like are into the kind of stuff that I'm into and would be good places to spend my time. Because as somebody who has a job outside of this, my time is extremely limited, and so I wish I had time to like hang out in every single Discord that I'm in, but I just don't. But I know there's a lot of really solid communities out there, you know? So I really want to, like, I don't know, I want to find my people. And I feel like I've spent a lot of time hiding from the internet, and it's time to stop doing that and find some people who might be interested in what I'm up to. I don't know, we'll see. Like, I found a person last night when I was cleaning out my art studio. I found another children's book illustrator here on Twitch. She's in Australia, so she streams at like midnight. So I'm probably very rarely gonna be able to make her streams, but I joined her Discord because I was like, oh, children's book. She has a pretty decent, it's about the same size as mine, and she has a pretty like decent, I don't know if the activity is very high, but it'd be cool to get in there and see if there's other children's book illustrators, you know, on Twitch, or like other people who are into kids books and like kind of know the industry or something, you know? I don't know. So anyway, just food for thought. Food for thought for those of you who are trying to make it happen, you know? Whether you're doing it for a hobby or, you know, if you want to make it your career. I don't know, I think it's always helpful to find your people who are into like comics or creature design or books or whatever it is that you do, right? Okay, let me catch up on chat, I'm behind. Let's see, who's doing this, Sir Fix-a-Lot, oh I like that, yeah. Because this Bad Drawings Need It's true, that's a good one, I like Sir Fix-a-Lot. It rolls off the tongue a lot better than whatever I said. Yeah, that's a good point, Kudo. Your stickers and Christmas cards are so cool. Oh, thanks, Charlie's Dragon, I appreciate it. Hey, if you want a cool thing. I just don't see it as a cool thing, is the problem. The Spiky Streak 10 rec. VODs, I got you. We'll do that in just a second. I see your drawing animal. Selby says, I think you're describing everyday imposter syndrome. Yeah, probably, definitely a little bit of that, for sure. For me, I think it's also kind of mixed up with social anxiety a little bit. I've always been kind of very averse to the limelight. So streaming is a whole conundrum for me, because it's like, I'm on camera and people can look at me and judge me, and that's scary. So it's like mixed up with like a fear of being judged, I think, primarily. I would say, honestly, that's maybe 50% of my fear, personally. But that's just me. I'm not speaking for every artist. I think a lot of us struggle with imposter syndrome. I don't think it's uncommon, that's for sure. Humans! Hello, Salamander. Sergeant Salamander, if I may. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. How you doing, Sloppy? It's good to see you. Have I joined Warrior Painters? I do not know what that is. Use Metricool and schedule all of my... Yeah, exactly. It's so nice to be able to do that, Pyro, right? Good for you, actually, like, scheduling it out. That's like a goal I've had for over a year, is to be organized enough to have enough posts ready to go that I can schedule them out ahead of time. The problem is, like, going live announcements. You know, I can't schedule those ahead, because what if I have to cancel, or, like, what if something happens, you know? But yeah, just like I need to have my artwork glazed is the problem. Getting enough pieces glazed to protect them from AI scraping in order to like have like a month's worth of posts ready to schedule on Metricool. That's like, if I can reach that point, I will feel so accomplished. If that's the only thing I accomplish next year, I will feel so good about myself. But it's just the extra step of glazing, and then like thinking about the right hashtags, and like sometimes you have to modify per, you know, like location you're posting to. Anyway. Let's see. You don't think you're qualified to write stories? Well, you can write whatever kind of stories you want. RJ says, I'm in many servers. I talk in them rarely. Yeah, see, exactly, RJ. It's hard to, like, I'm probably getting close to the limit. Somebody told me recently there's actually a limit to how many servers you could join. And I didn't know that. So I'm probably getting pretty close to the 100 server limit. But because then you have to pay, I think, right, to be in more. Yeah. Just assume everyone will hate you. That's always... Yeah, that's what I do, Amaze. I set the bar really low. That's exactly what I do. That's why I'm always like, hey, I'm not a pro. Like, please expect nothing of me. That way, if I happen to do better than your lowest expectation, then it's a good day. You know? Listen, I'm all over that strategy. Hey, Manamoet, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming back in. Hey, Cold Case. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. We're doing some figure drawing today. I think I've got everybody. I think I might have missed some chats. I apologize if I missed anybody's chat. Yeah, sticking to the schedule helps. Being organized helps. Pyro, you are goals. That's all I'm saying. I would love to get to a place where I could do that. Hey, Odin. How's it going? Good to see you, Odin Art. Man, there's so many artists in chat today. Sent you an invite on the Discord of the Warrior Painters. What is it? I don't even know what it is. Yeah, apparently there's a limit, RJ. You can have 100 servers that you're in. And that's it. And then you have to pay to be in more. Apparently. I just found that out not too long ago. Okay. Let's go back to... Alright. Should I do leg studies? That would be weird, wouldn't it? Just to draw a bunch of legs. I have a whole page of legs here. It's so strange. I think if you've hit 100 servers, it's time to trim them. Yeah, exactly. That's what I need to do that because I'm in too many, and I need to figure out which. I know there's a few that I can already tell the community is just not my vibe. But the artist is really like somebody I'd like to get to know. But like even if the community's a little more like, I don't know, not into the same type of art or just not the same goals maybe that I like, they're in there to mess around or like post a bunch of memes or something. Like there's not a lot of conversation happening. Sometimes those aren't really my favorite communities to be in because it just feels like I'm not really connecting to anybody. And then there's some art servers, and this is like something I'm really, I want to walk this line really carefully too, because I know with artists it's like we all are trying to get our work out there, but there's some art servers I'm in where it's like that's all it is self-promotion and nobody's talking to each other. And to me that's as good as a dead server. Like if all you ever do in a Discord server is self-promote but you don't ever talk to anybody, then it's like nobody's gonna care about your work really because they don't know you. I don't know, it's like this fine line to figure out like where you want to invest your time to get to know people and then like share your work with them. I don't know. I don't really want to think about it as self-promotion so much because that's too intimidating. I just want to think about it as like sharing what I'm doing and finding people who are into the same things I'm into, I guess. Okay, let's do some sketching. Why with the mom emote, Science? What does this mean? Science streams. Science streams, I don't understand this emote. If you're listening, can you please explain this emote to me? I mean, it's not weirding me out necessarily, but I just don't understand it. Like, who's mom in this situation? Are we just yelling for mom? Are you calling me mom? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Please understand. Please help me understand. Do I have mom energy? Are you the mom in this scenario? Like, what's happening? I don't understand. Also, hi Science, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Odin, have a good lurk. Thanks for being here. It's nice to see you. We'll get you a shout out here in a little bit. See, Amaze, that's incredible that you're only in 7. I don't know how. I've been in at least 50 Discord servers for over like 2 years. It's a lot. Probably Nero. Yeah, probably. I'm trying to find another pose. How are you doing, by the way, Nero? And if you go, when did I join this, or who is this, just leave it. You can always rejoin later. Yeah, I've had to do that a few times, Charlie's Dragon. You just counted 100 servers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, RJ. I think you have to pay for Nitro to get beyond 100 servers, is what I was told the other day. This is all news to me as well, so don't feel bad. Alright, I'm gonna pick a pose, and hopefully I won't get in trouble. Like, hopefully, you know, Twitch knows that it's a person who has clothes on. I'm so nervous about these gesture studies now, ever since that one time. I was falsely accused, folks. Falsely accused with no takebacks. I think I've done this pose before, but she's clearly clothed, so I'm just gonna do this one, I guess. And it shows enough of the muscle features that I feel like I could actually learn some anatomy. Okay, alright, we're trying it. Twitch, don't get mad. She's got clothes on, okay? They're slightly flesh-toned, but not quite the same flesh tone. Oops. I'm just speaking to the Twitch ether. Twitch is not listening. Okay. Let's see. It's not Science, it's not! That's what happened last time though. I had a very similar figure who was wearing similar types of clothes, like even more. She was wearing like granny panties. And I got dinged. I got dinged. There's Mommy! Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The take on art servers, personally, I care about the artist more than the art, says Nero. I care about their dedication to their craft. I'm not sure why you got dinged. I'm sorry, Nero. Sometimes my auto mod's a little bit strict. But yeah, exactly. It's more about the streamer, like Nero said. Okay, so wait. Science is explaining this. It's 3 colors and 2 letters. Yes, but it says mom, but 1 word. What, you're not gonna explain it? Oh, and we have the leg. Okay, I'm just behind on chat. Science is just giving all of the inexplicable notes today. Good, good. Mama Skeleton, no. Easel, don't encourage him. He doesn't need encouragement. Oh gosh. At this point, Science, you've set an expectation. You realize you can never stop subscribing. Not that you would to Play No Tray, but you've set this expectation now. There has to be a giant weird emote in my chat. I'm so sorry, but you know you've brought this on yourself. Pyro says struggling with self-promotion. Final Fantasy XIV is doing a support a streamer campaign where if you gift or purchase 3 subs to a streamer who streams the game, you get a free mount. I know, yeah, no, Pyro, I feel you. That is, I also agree. I don't usually participate in those kinds of things either because of that. I do not want to feel like I'm asking people to sub. It's very uncomfortable. Yeah, that's tough. You arrived just in time for the mom discussion. You're not doing too well. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nero. And your brain is almost... Yeah, no, don't let that happen, Nero. Here, listen, we're all here to struggle together. If you want to draw bad drawings with me, this is a great way to break that art block, hopefully. Yeah, he will, Prime Kitty. Science is everybody's PR manager. Guys, have you met Science Streams? Has everybody met Science Streams? I don't know if we've given you a shout out yet, but you guys should go follow science streams. I'm not good at the Balint segs. I can't do the segs. I don't know. But the segues are not my forte. No, it's not. It was not a good segue. I'm working on it. Yeah, if you want to meet your next biggest fan, guys, and also just mostly just a really good science communicator streamer. Like, very engaging, always have a good time over there. Always something new to learn over on science streams. So if you want to go, if you like learning stuff, it's definitely one of my podcast streams, as I like to call it. Science, I don't know if you know, you were on my top 3 for the most listened in 2024. I like to put you on in the background and listen when I'm working, because you're always talking about cool info. And Danny, I put on in the background for sure. And another art streamer that I follow, who also like talks about art a lot and just like concepts of art. But yeah, you guys are my podcast streams, as I call you in my head. But anyway, you guys should go follow science streams if you aren't already. Let's see. I think I missed something in chat. Let me scroll down. 25 servers. Wow. Isel, how do you keep it so small? Foul language? Did anyone cheese Charlie? Thank you, Amaze, for throwing cheese at Charlie's Dragon for that. My goodness. You're in 27. See, how do you guys keep it so low? A fully clothed woman, yes. Thank you, Kudo. I thought it is weird. It is weird, science. It is weird. Yeah, I'm behind in chat. How did I get so behind? You guys are chatty this morning. I had to be careful about being too active in a server. People throw. It's true, Amaze. You do have to be careful. Did y'all know? Don't let him. I'm gonna delete that. Can I delete that? Is that bad? How do I? He's always deleting stuff I say. I'm not pushing for partner, you guys. It's not a thing that's happening. Dan the BC Man, hello, and thank you. It's good to see you in here. Oh yeah, Science, I hope you're feeling alright. Is your shoulder better? Oh, for sure. For sure. Okay, I think I made it to the bottom of chat. Maybe. Yes. Okay. Let's draw. Let's draw this very clearly clothed woman, Twitch, who is not going to get me banned or put a 18+ tag on me. I wonder if it would happen if it was a slightly clothed man, but apparently I really think it was just the other model was so light-skinned. I think that was the issue. I think that they couldn't tell from a distance. But man, I wish I could have gotten that. Like, it still is on my account. I've talked to Twitch support. I've tried to get it fixed. I still have to wait. I have to wait 90 days, basically. They were like, oh yeah, this is just an error. I have a paper trail that it was done an error, but like it's on my account. So I don't know. I was that kid that never got detention or never had to do things that, I don't know. I think one time I got lunch detention and my life felt like it was over because my friends and I had gotten too hyper at lunch, and so we had to go sit at separate tables, and I was so sad. I was like the saddest I've ever been. So like having if it were a dude, oh, that's right. Can't show feet. I forgot about that. Here, listen. It's fine. She's just wearing ballet slippers, guys. I hate that though, because I need to get better at drawing human anatomy, and that includes feet, folks. All right, there. She's got slippers on. Good call. Good call. Listen. I'm just trying not to get in trouble, okay? Oh my gosh. It's a blah day? Oh, I'm sorry. Sushi Cat, hello, how are you? Kudo, I appreciate the help. She is very clothed. Yes, just keep writing that every few seconds. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. But you know, it is frustrating because, like, I don't know. Ah! Oh gosh. That was terrifying. Thank you, whoever just raided me. I'm so sorry. My soul just left my body, and I need a second for it to get back inside of me. I am the other side. Or I'm at the other side. Hello. Sorry for yelling right when you got here. It was scary. How are you? How was your stream? What were you up to? Were you doing some art? I'd love to see if you have any art that's work safe, especially. I'm trying really hard not to get a ping today. Welcome. It's so nice to meet you. And thanks for coming in and joining. How are you? CSP 9830. Do you use Clip Studio Paint, or is that just a coincidence? CSP, but welcome in. From the other side. Well, hi. We are doing some figure studies today. I might do some timed figure studies. Right now I'm just sort of doing, well, mostly chatting, but trying to do some quick anatomy studies. And what we do here is we call it the art gym. The idea is that we're all kind of keeping each other accountable to doing the studies that we always say we're going to do as artists. So if anybody wants to join in, feel free. And then at the end, we will show off anything that you want to show off. You can show off in the Discord. Or you can put a link in chat as long as it's work safe. Yeah, and then we just kind of encourage each other. So anyway, welcome to my stream. I'd love to see what you got up to if you have any links you want to share. Stream was fun and productive, working on a graphite hyperrealism portrait. Ooh, nice. I'd love to see it if you want to drop a link in chat, or if it's easier to screenshot, you can always drop it in the Discord too. We have an art share section. Whoa, keyboard. Okay, that was not me, guys. My keyboard is wireless and it struggles sometimes. Anyway, did a Discord. Anyway, if anyone wants to join, there it is. But hi, readers. Welcome in. My name is Casey. I draw things. And also, I guess I could pause for a second and show you some of the other stuff that I do. Oh, thank you for that follow, Other Side. I appreciate that. Thanks for rating in, even though you didn't know me. That's so kind. Here's kind of the stuff that I tend to do on stream. So in the mornings, we do warm-up studies, and then on Monday, in the afternoon on Monday and Wednesday, I do longer format, like art project streams. So I've got a few things I work on. I've got this webcomic. You can read it if you want, ! Drift, if you'd like to see what it's about. It's just kind of allegorical humans through animals. Very, very, you know, just teaching me how to draw a comic, basically. I haven't worked on it in a couple of years. I'm hoping next year will be the year I get to pick it up again. I wanted to this year, but it's just this year was too busy. I did a bunch of dinosaur stickers recently. These are some Dino-vember stickers. This is actually my Christmas card last year. I keep forgetting to update this image slideshow. I do a different Christmas card every year. I do a different Colorado animal, and if you sign up on Patreon at any tier this month only, you can get one. So if anyone wants that, you can type ! Card. But here's the one from this year, if anyone wants to see. I did pronghorns this year, and lately I've just been like doodling on the inside. So I've been doing a lot of animals and hats. So doodle on the inside, little handwritten note. The pledge on Patreon is just to cover the tip, it's like a tip, but it covers the cost of postage and stuff. Anyway, so Christmas cards, illustrations, that kind of thing. But I'd like to see what you got up to. So let me see if I can find a link. Oh, thanks, Charlie's Dragon. I appreciate that. Dinosaur stickers. Yeah, those are on Redbubble, actually, if anybody needs some dinosaur stickers in their life. Also, I think I saw Nerduino sneak in here. Nerduino, if you're still here, hello. It's good to see ya. You came first on that name, just a coincidence. Oh, okay, good to know, CSP. I was like, are you an artist? I got excited. I love meeting other artists here on Twitch. It's been really fun this year trying to get to know a lot of artists here. So it's a great art community. If anyone's looking to get in on it. Yeah. All right. I apologize if I missed anyone's chat. I'm so sorry. I'm sometimes not very good at things Twitch related. Anyway, this is the kind of stuff that I do. So if you like this kind of thing, you know, stick around. Oops, skipped one. I also do sculpting. I do that usually on the last stream of the month. So that will be actually New Year's Eve this year. So I will be streaming on New Year's Eve, and just as a little bit of a sneak peek, I might be doing like a little New Year's Eve party type stream, so I might be doing something a little different, but I think I'm gonna do still probably like a painting, like at least paint one of my sculptures. Probably the Vaquita sculpture, just because I really needed to do that and I haven't done it yet. And then we might be doing some giveaways and stuff, because I want to try out my new printer, and so if you guys want to be the recipient of some prints from my new printer that you guys helped me buy, that might be happening on New Year's, so we'll do a little party stream in lieu of a warm-up stream, I think, that day. Yeah. Anyway, I do sea slug dragons too. And we look at sea slugs and we draw dragons. I don't know, I like creature design. Wait, sneak. Very nice. Oh, I love the reference. You know what I also love is Nerduino's content. Hey, how's that for a seg? I did better that time. If you guys are looking for more science streamers on Twitch, you guys, if you've only ventured into art Twitch, by the way, there's this other corner of Twitch that's really, really amazing and supportive too, and it's called Science Twitch. And they love artists over there. Or at least they tell me they do, because they're very nice to me. I feel like I've been adopted, but seriously, you guys should go check out Nerduino. He does science communication here on Twitch. He's a former NASA scientist. And so we'll talk about space news and answer your questions live on chat. He streams a lot, so you'll probably catch him live. Just click that follow button. Definitely worth a follow. Very nice guy. Also has a great accent, so you just you trust everything he says implicitly because he sounds so smart. And he is smart, but he even sounds smart. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Charlie's Dragon. I'm sure there's people who I'm not their vibe, and that's okay. Like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. But I appreciate the kind words. Yes, Isol. Isol, you would appreciate that. Danny is good too, yeah. Amaze has a counter. I don't want to break my streak for the Danny mentions. But Dan the BC man, I saw that you said I'm 100% pro. Don't lie to the people like this, Dan the BC man. Pro streamers, guys, don't jump scare every time they get a raid, I think. Drop the link. Oh, I missed it. Okay, let me click your name because I found out that you can do this. See, this is why I'm not a pro streamer, because I find out all these things. Amaze, I did not tell you to do that. You reset the counter that time. It was not me. It was not me. But yes, you should follow Danny too. Science Twitch is great. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Holy cow. This is like a hyper-realistic creepy Santa. What is the picture you're working from? Is this like a sculpture? Is it a photograph of somebody dressed up as a creepy Santa? Like, this is, oh my gosh. You hyper-realistic people. Like Isol, beat Isol in the chat. I don't know if we've gotten a shout out for Isol. Jeez Louise. The patience that you people have is just mind-boggling. It's just a really creepy Santa. Okay. You create sometimes references with, oh, I see. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but at least you're drawing it, so that's good. Let's see. People only trust your accent if you're talking about casserole. Aw, Isol, this is incredible. The level of detail. I wondered, it did kind of, I wasn't gonna say it, but it did kind of, this part kind of looked AI to me. Because I was like, I don't know how you would do that with makeup. You create, let's see, it's a creepy Santa. It's got creepy teeth. Seriously though, like the level of detail, I just don't, how long has this taken you? This feels like it had to have taken days. If you tell me hours, I'm just gonna give up. I'm at the other side of, yeah, it can be useful for references. I just wish it was ethically sourced. That's my biggest issue with it. The tech is not the problem. I had students in the astronomy class I was teaching say they didn't understand a word you were saying, but they liked the way you said. Oh no, I don't think your accent's that strong, nor do we know. Last strong was 90 hours. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, it's incredible stuff. Thank you so much for sharing. And thank you for bringing your community here. I don't do hyperrealism. I'm not patient like you and Isol. I'm definitely not that patient. But, you know, I respect it. Hats off to that. It's a skill set that I do not have that I doubt I will ever acquire, frankly. It's just a lot of, you know, I don't know how you guys do it. I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind. I know, Amaze. That's why I'm saying that was you. That was not me. That was not me. But thank you again for the raid and for coming on in. I really appreciate it. It was so nice to meet you and to bring your community here. If you aren't already following Be It Isol, you might already know Isol. Isol is another hyperrealist artist here on Twitch that you should get to know if you don't already. Like I said, other side. But she's good. A devil dressed up as Santa. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you should get to know each other. If you don't already, I feel like there's a few hyperrealists here on Twitch that I'm just like in absolute awe of, and I don't understand how any of you do it. I think my limited attention span would prevent me from ever actually doing hyperrealism effectively. I think I have done this before. This reference is striking a bell with me. I think I've drawn this one. Shoot. Just trying to pick one I hadn't done before. Blushing cartwheel. Yeah, we all have different strengths for sure. Well, and it's also just that we have different interests. Like, I don't know. I know not everybody likes some people like people a whole lot more than I do. And it's not that I dislike people as a whole. Like, I am a people. But, and that was good English, by the way. Don't question. But I just, I find it's so much more fun to draw creatures that I really struggle to be interested in drawing humans. And so I'm trying to work on that by doing figure drawing and stuff. This hand, you guys, it's looking real stupid. I don't know what is wrong with me here. We're just gonna pretend that hand doesn't exist, okay? There's fingers and stuff, okay. But yeah, I'm really struggling to find a way to be interested in people. I think I might have to go back to doing, because I remember I used to draw people a lot more, and the only reason I drew them was because of like fan art, basically. So I may have to just like go back to doing some fan art to like get myself more interested in drawing humans. Because right now I really struggle to find interest in it at all. Hey, we watched this movie on Discord. Oh shoot, I did this on the wrong layer. Of course I did. Yeah, oh well. This is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. We watched it. Not the nightmare, 'twas the night before Christmas. You know, the classic children's poem. It's animated by Rankin and Bass, and it features mice, and it's great. Is it really so strict that I can't have feet to draw on screen? Or is it just that I can't stream my feet? Does anyone know the TOS for Twitch? I don't understand it. I need to look into it, probably. This lady has quads for days. Holy cow. Oh, you're gonna take a break and refresh yourself? Yeah, thank you for the lurk, and thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. The feet thing is just a joke? Is it really? I thought it was actually TOS. I thought it was legit banned. Wait, Charlie's Dragon, are you telling me this whole time? This whole time I've just been led along as a joke? Oh, you hope it's a joke. No, I think it's actually real. You have friends that stream VR rhythm games and they're always barefoot. Okay. Wait, I thought it was actually in the... I should probably just look it up. Here. "5 years ago." That is not a recent post. Twitch has banned people for showing their feet. As of last year, 2023. I guess it's like if you're specifically doing naughty things, or like implying them, maybe. So like maybe it's okay, because one time I did a like a study of hands and feet to like get better, because these are hard parts of the body to draw, and everybody was like everyone told me like, oh, you can't do that on Twitch, you'll get banned, and I thought they were joking too, and then someone told me that was a real thing. I need to look into it, I guess. Maybe it's just really subjective and people are afraid to get banned, and so they just opt to be safe. I don't know. Who knows, Diesel? It's a joke. You did a leg study and there were no issues. That's good. Look at the little feetsies. Look at his little feetsies. It's true. It's true. Yeah, exactly. Dan the BC Man, it's weird. I know, for crepes' sake. I'm sorry. I wasn't ready for crepes' sake. That's really funny. Yeah, exactly, Dan. No, I get it. Yeah. We probably shouldn't talk about it too much, but I just didn't know if it was a real thing. Because if it's not, I'd like to study the actual human anatomy, you know? Yeah, some people are. That's true. I think so, Miss Yvette, yeah. Also, hi, Kev. How you doing? I think I missed your fun facts. Hold on. I'm really struggling to get interested in people is the most real thing I have said. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, Kev. My main interest is Oreos. I mean, I wish that wasn't as true as it is. I'm convinced that somewhere in their family tree there's a camera. Yeah, probably. Okay, I was scrolling up because we have to read, while we're on this ad break in like 3 minutes, before we go on there, I need to read you guys Kev's scientific fun facts about figure drawings. Get ready for some science, people. Hey Neil, how you doing? Good to see you. Sorry that I missed your hello earlier. Number 1, figure drawings are one of my biggest mortal enemies. It's true. So far these are all spot on. So far this one fact. Number 2, figure drawing is a great excuse to have that special folder on your desktop labeled family photos that— No! No, Kev, no. Number 3, figure drawings are great substitution for IRL friends. Why make real people friends when you could just draw strangers? Okay, but isn't it weirder to draw your friends? I actually hate it when— I don't like drawing my friends, at least not if they're like aware, because then there's like this, I know it's not going to look exactly like them, and everybody always expects you to be a hyper-realist if you say that you draw. It's true. Because that's like everybody's most accessible, I think, understanding of what art is being able to perfectly replicate something from reality, right? And so, you know, when you're not that and you decide to draw a person and they know you're drawing them, it can be an extremely uncomfortable experience because just the disappointment in their eyes is hard to bear. At least for me. Yeah, anyway. Alright, I'm erasing these stupid ballerina slippers because they're dumb. Oh, wait, I can't. Oh, because I merged the layer. Shoot. Well, the ballerina slippers are there to stay. I guess I'll never know what these feet look like. I'll never be able to draw toes. Okay, there we go. Let's do another one. Let's see. I'm buying in chat, sorry. Yes, arcane fan art. It's quite possible, Charlie's Dragon. It's quite possible. I do really enjoy Echo. Although it's funny because one of my favorite characters in Arcane is Heimerdinger, and he's definitely not human. Yeah, I think a lot of people start with fan art, Amaze. I definitely started with fan art. Well, kind of. When I was a kid, I think I drew people around me. But I definitely started drawing like Disney fan art and stuff pretty early in life. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I think I'm down to where I left off. Let's see. Can you study with me? Yeah, I can study with you. Wait, what are we— I thought that's what we were doing, Kev. You sat for a portrait to help an art friend. It was so uncomfortable, I bet. And then you saw the picture and you were probably disappointed because it probably didn't look like you. Oh, I do have a drawing animal. Thank you, Charlie's Dragon. Yes, we'll get to Easel's drawing animal. We'll do it right after the ad. It's starting in like 20 minutes. It's not like perfectly yeah, I know. Something takes hours. I know, right, Easel? They didn't show you the results, and that's why they didn't show you, Kev. That's why they didn't show you. I'm telling you right now, that's why they didn't show you. Is because there's always this expectation that it's gonna look just like you. There always is, even if the person doesn't mean to have that expectation. So people are always disappointed, I think. Or maybe it's just me, but like, I feel like people are always disappointed with portraits that friends draw them. Hey, we're gonna have an ad here in a second, so if anybody, yeah, exactly, Isel, see? It's crazy. This sounds like the artist equivalent of fix my printer. Selfie. Oh no. We're gonna have an ad, guys. If anyone wants to support the stream, just like sit through it, you know, lower the volume, mute the tab if you have to, but just don't mute my stream and then it will help me. But if you don't want to, or you can't, or you're lurking or whatever, it's fine, I get it. We'll see you back in about 180 seconds. And in the meantime, I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna stretch and I'll try not to respond to anybody who doesn't have a cheese by the name, just so that I can tell that they can hear me. Or like Turbo or something. One of these days, Casey will be bold enough to use Critta's reference images tool. You mean the pin tool? It doesn't— I don't understand its usefulness, Amaze. I did use it for a little bit, but it didn't really do anything. Like, it was more complicated than just copy-paste. So I just stopped using it. Okay, let's unshrimp, folks. If you can hear my voice, it's time to unshrimp. Our hourly unshrimp alert. Gonna kind of arch your back, push back. Gonna push your shoulder blades together and hold. This is going to kind of strengthen, hopefully, those back muscles a little bit. You can also roll your shoulders back into it if you'd like. And then once you've held for about 15 seconds or so, you drop your shoulders, and that's supposed to put you in a more upright position. And over time, I mean, at first when you do this, it feels uncomfortable and like awkward to sit up this straight. But after a while, like all your muscles in your back and your neck and your chest, they kind of stretch and strengthen the way that they need to kind of support your body in that upright posture. So highly recommend doing it if you are someone like me who is nervous about having back issues when you're older. This will help with that, supposedly. So I apologize for chipmunks. I know not everybody likes chipmunks. And also, I'm hungry. Maybe I should use this break to actually go get a little bit of breakfast or something. Kasem might know. Yeah, Kasem definitely does a lot of... yeah, he is 18 plus, yeah. We haven't... I think we've rated Kasem once. But yeah, Kasem's a great art streamer. He rated us one time and I almost died. It was very intimidating. When I was younger, I did a portrait of my mom, and she definitely expected it to look real. See, Chunkers? The disappointment, it kills you. I'm telling you, it's a bad experience for everybody. That's why I recommend like doing figure drawing classes where the person is getting paid to sit there. They don't care. They don't know you. They don't care if it looks like them. And then you can just practice without pressure. And then you can actually study the human body in 3 dimensions. You know, there's only so much you can get out of studying from flat 2-dimensional images like this. But we'll talk more about that in a minute. I'm actually, if you guys don't mind, I am going to go grab a granola bar because I haven't eaten yet and I'm hungry. And that's all I have to say about that. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. See, that didn't take too long. That was fine. It was fine. Please eat. Thank you. Thank you, Buck. I'm eating... these are actually quite good. These oats and dark chocolate granola bars. Sometimes these Nature Valley crunchy bars are like a little too crunchy for me, but these have like a nice texture to them. And they taste really good because there's chocolate in them. Did I bring enough food? Yes, the model is clothed. Indeed. Indeed. The model is clothed. Twitch, we're gonna get off that picture just in case. Just in case. I'll find somebody who's got like a more high contrast clothing scenario. Let's see. We'll do a guy this time. Let's do a dynamic pose. I want to do a dynamic pose. Here's a dynamic pose. Copy. And it's already in black and white, so it's even easier. Here we go. Okay. Oh, he's got no... See, look, Twitch, he's even not showing his feet. It's so work safe. It's literally the most work safe. Okay. I'm hungry. Dynamic pose. What's my favorite holiday food? For like nostalgia reasons or like eating? I don't know. We tend to just do a lot of sweets around the holidays, and I try not to eat those most of the year. Well, not most of the year, but like I don't go full ham like I do at the holidays. I hope that's true for everybody, not just me, so I don't feel like a total pig. I think that's true for most people. But I guess my favorite holiday food, that's tough actually. I'm trying to like run through the list of all. I think my mom makes a toffee at Christmas that I eat way too much of. I hope she didn't make too much this year because I'll probably eat too much. But she only makes it around the holidays. And she used to when she was working. She's retired now. She would give it out as gifts to people at work. Which I might make some for work. I might do that if I have time before I leave. We'll see. But yeah, that's probably my favorite. After doing figure drawings, I want to do sit-ups or something. I know, right? All these people are so muscular, it's like, dang. I just sit and draw all day. I do not look like that. Ooh, Buckeyes are good. I had my first Buckeye the other day. It's like a really sweet peanut butter, right? With chocolate in the middle. Is that what you're talking about when you say Buckeye? Christmas cookies are super fun. Yes, we also do Christmas cookies. Oh, that reminds me. Isla, you just reminded me. I was supposed to text my friends. Back in Texas. Because the last couple years we've gotten together to decorate Christmas cookies at my mom's house, at my parents' house. And she wanted to know if they wanted to do that this year, and I was supposed to text them. I haven't yet. So I'm gonna do that really fast. Or I'm gonna at least start the text so I don't forget. There we go. Okay, text is started. I'll do that after stream. Okay, let's draw. I'm gonna take one more bite because my stomach is eating itself, and then we're gonna draw. Yeah, Christmas cookie party. I also recommend drawing from real figures too, just because you're going to learn so much about how the muscles work and about form and about thinking in 3 dimensions while you draw. When you're drawing from a flat image like this, it's very easy to fall into the habit of just drawing the outline, right? Like just drawing the like implied outline, and that's more of a contour drawing. The harder part is to think about it as muscles and bones, and unless you've really spent time like looking at and studying what those look like, it's hard to see those in the reference if you don't already have a concept of like studying them in reality. So if anyone out there ever has a chance to take a figure drawing class, I really can't recommend it highly enough. I've heard that some universities will let you like audit figure drawing classes, like you can pay to audit them. So I might be looking into that actually next year. We'll see if I have the ability to find any amount of time in my schedule to do that, but it would be super awesome. I haven't done a figure drawing class since college, and I just can't recommend it enough. If you really want to get better at human anatomy, I mean, think of it this way. Would you trust a doctor who had never actually looked at a real human body? Would you trust a surgeon? Right? It's the same type of study in some ways that artists have to do to the human body. Like you have to really study the way the muscles are laid out and the skeleton works, and understand what you're actually looking at to be able to make something from imagination that looks real. You know, it's tough. All right. His foot looks uncomfortable. He's like mashing his toes into the ground. Why would you do that? Ballet seems intense, guys. But drawing the shapes like this is a good way to make sure that you're getting your proportions right. Like I can step back and check. I feel like this leg might be a little large. I'm not sure yet. Let's draw this other arm. It's quite possibly a little large. Chocolate covered peanut butter balls with a circle peanut butter yeah, oh my gosh, they're so good. Jokes aside, can I ask you a streamer question? Sure. I'm having a hard time juggling work, streaming, studying, and sleeping. Kev, I do not have an answer you will like. Because you know who doesn't juggle that well? I don't do it. It's not the answer you want. I was up till 1 a.m. last night. I have seen 3 and 4 a.m. more times in this year, in 2024, than I have even more than college. I never stayed up even that late in college doing projects. I mean, I did a couple times, like maybe once or twice, but I've done all-nighters so many times this year to try and make it all fit. It's tough. But I'm also really trying to push my career forward. I don't think you have to work that hard to make it work. Actually, one of my goals next year is to have a little bit better work-life balance and like actually have a social life outside of Twitch. Because this year has been a lot of like meeting people on Twitch, which has been great and it's been awesome. But I also need to like, I've been neglecting my real life friends a lot this year and I feel really bad about it. So yeah, hopefully I can do better in 2025. It's a goal. He's standing on pure aura. I don't trust doctors or surgeons. Look at their handwriting. Don't look at my handwriting, Kev. Am I supposed to trust somebody that communicates? Which I have terrible handwriting. Oh my gosh, Kev. Tempted to gold Kentucky chocolates for some. Ooh, nice. There's probably some good online recipes, Kudo. I bet you could make something pretty similar. Yeah. Yeah. They're man, now I want a Buckeye. No, but like I'm trying to do a lot of stuff though, outside of streaming. Like I was trying to build my portfolio earlier this year. I was doing agent contacts. I was doing trying to get my shop set up, which I still never really finished. So I've ended up with a lot of half-finished projects this year because I've tried to do so much. I don't know that it's necessary if you just want to like turn on the stream and draw. I think that's all streaming has to be. I don't think it needs to be any more organized than that unless you really want it to be. If your goal is just to have some company while you draw, I think streaming is perfect. If your goal is to like grow and build a following and do all that, that's going to be a ton of work. Like it's a lot of time to like meet people and find your people and like do all that stuff. And I just have been trying to make this whole freelance illustration thing happen for a long time. Well, not freelance specifically, but like getting into the book industry. So I'm specifically trying to like meet people who are in that industry. So it's taken a lot of my time this year. Can projects be something other than half finished? I don't think so. Not for me, definitely not this year. Sometimes I can finish a project, but it takes me staying up until really late sometimes. I finished my Christmas card project. And I know I'm already kind of overbooking myself for next year because I'm planning on potentially getting back into conventions. And I think I haven't done it in so long, I forget. It takes a lot of work to do that. Judge and Peer, thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate that. Pushing me closer to my follower goal. Thank you. Seriously, it means a lot. I'm now 9 away from my follow goal. It's very exciting. I stream to keep myself accountable. Exactly. No, that's part of what I do here too, you know? Yeah, definitely if you want to stream, don't do it to get famous, because then you're just going to be frustrated and disappointed. If you stream, I would recommend just doing it for fun. Like, find some friends on Discords or on Twitch that are kind of into the same type of content you're into, and just, you know, go in with the expectation that you're just going to hang out with friends. That's all I expect. If I expect more than that, I freak myself out. That's why I'm always so honored that people are here. I'm like, oh, you guys are hanging out with me. I appreciate it. If you do a convention in San Francisco, I'll buy you anything you want from the Dollar Tree. So I'm actually thinking about doing TwitchCon. It's not San Francisco, Kev, but it'll be the first time, if they accept me, it'll be the first time I've ever done an out-of-state convention. And the only reason I'm considering it is because they don't charge for artist allied booths. So yeah, it's in San Diego. But that's as close as I'm probably going to get to San Francisco. I've never been to California, so I'm excited if I do get to go. I'll be excited to check it out. I really want to go to the San Diego Zoo. It's like a childhood dream of mine to go to the San Diego Zoo. First TwitchCon, then CaseyCon. I'm not doing CaseyCon. That's why you stream. Exactly. Yeah. It's. So for me, it's like I stream for accountability, and I also stream because I've said this before, and I think I said this during the recap stream, but like, you know, art is lonely. Like in order to build an art skill, it requires a lot of time spent by yourself just working. And I've spent years like just sitting around alone in my studio, and I finally decided, well, if I'm just gonna be sitting here anyway, I might as well stream, and then maybe somebody will want to hang out, and like, you know, I'll have it's almost like a virtual studio, you know, like you guys chatting and stuff, or just being here, not even talking, but just lurking. It's just like having company in the studio while I'm working, even though I'm not in the studio right this second. I'm in my living room because I had to sleep in today because I didn't go to bed till 1 a.m. and I was tired. So that is why we're here. But yeah, exactly. So it's been really cool. And then I would have never met people like Beat Diesel or Maze or any of you, really. in chat. So it's been really cool to get to meet people who are also into art and also into, you know, science and learning and just like, I don't know, just having people to hang out with and not be by myself all the time. I mean, my day job, I get, you know, I see plenty of people in my day job. It's a very public-facing day job, so I'm not like starved for human interaction, but it is nice to not sit alone in the studio all the time, you know. And I feel like Twitch also, like especially with doing warm-up studies and stuff, I really do mean it when I say you guys are my accountability buddies, especially for the art gym. Like when we're doing these kinds of things, I would not be doing this without the accountability. So seriously, thank you guys for helping me, because it makes me better. You know, it's stuff that I need to do that I'm not making time to do on my own, and I appreciate the accountability to make sure it happens. Probably should have used this other. Yeah, this is much better. Much better thing to use. I feel like I'm trying to draw with a ballpoint pen here. KCCon is full of cheese, Oreos. Who's buying all this stuff? Half-baked projects, yes, that. Chickens. We can make chickens happen. And puns. Yeah, like at least half of that is true. Yeah, exactly, Kudo. And like even if chat's quiet and there's just like 1 or 2 people hanging out, it's still really nice. Like even when I was first getting started streaming, I remember it took like weeks. I feel like I was it was like for the first week of streaming, chicken, there we go. We can make chickens happen here. For the first week of streaming, I pretty much only had my friend Ryu, who got me into streaming in the first place. Like she was hanging out with me and she was like telling people I streamed on her Discord and stuff. Like that's the only reason I had any company. But even she couldn't hang out every time. And there were plenty of times when you're just kind of by yourself. There's maybe 1 or 2 viewers, but nobody's talking, and it can feel discouraging at first. So I do want to encourage anybody who is starting out streaming, like don't be discouraged by that. That's just kind of part of it. Definitely figure out why you're streaming. And if it's not just for fun or for accountability, you might need to just change your expectations a little bit, especially when you first start, because it is hard. But that's also part of why I like to, you know, shout out streamers who are just starting out and stuff, because I remember what that was like. Okay, I think I'm done with this one. I don't want to get too detailed here. I want to move on to another. What does that smell? Hold on, something's burning. Okay, I have a candle burning right behind the computer and I can't quite see it, and I was afraid something fell in, but even though there's nothing over it. But no, I think it's just burning itself out. Vetoes the ramble alert. I might have to make it more expensive. Will you put up your print redeem? You have 30,000 points, nice! I don't know if I'm ready to do that, because I don't quite know how to do the shipping. But it's gonna come back. I just need to, maybe I could put it back up with the caveat of like, hey, just know, you're like the first few people who get one. I'm not quite sure how to ship it safely. Well, I guess I probably could actually. I've got some like cardboard things. Just one time somebody at the post office like bent one of those cardboard like do not bend ones, and I was like, what the heck? No, so Kev, I have a form, Kev. Yeah, so I've already got a form where it's like privately sent through Google Sheets or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is, Kev, honestly. That's how it is for everybody. Oh, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, Isel, I'm so sorry. I am the most forgetful person. This is why I'm not a pro. Let's do the Draw Me an Animal really fast. I'm so sorry, Isel. You've been waiting this whole time so quietly and patiently. Not a pro. Somebody throw it up in chat. Not a pro. I'm so bad at this. Okay. Yeah, 63 might be a little generous. Okay, let's see. And yes, I'm so sorry. I had a question in chat too. Judge Peer, is it Judge and Peer? Is that how you say your name? I am practicing gesture drawing, yes, and I'm inviting anybody who wants to practice along with me to do so. If you want to post any studies that you do, you can post them in my Discord, and at the end of stream, we'll show them on screen, as long as they're work safe. Especially with figure drawing, I do ask that you make sure that, you know, any bits that are going to get me in trouble are covered. But, yeah. Okay, so we have for Easels, Drawing Animal Redeem. This is a game that we play, you can play once every 30 minutes. Spiky Streaked Tenrec. Spiky, it's very descriptive. Wait, Spiky has no E. Oh no, I deleted everything. Not a pro. Okay. Spiky, is that how you spell it? Spiky, Streaked Tenrec. Bye Kev, have a good work. Thanks for popping in, it was good to see you. Okay. So I actually do know what a Tenrec is, and I'm pretty sure I know what this one is. So we're gonna draw this. I have 5 minutes on the clock to draw it. I did just learn about this animal this year, which is, it's kind of a neat one. I don't know if I know exactly how to draw it, but it's basically like a spiky hedgehog. They're really cool looking. Like okay, I say spiky hedgehog. I know hedgehogs are spiky, but this is like an extra, it looks like a Pokemon, okay? You'll see, chat. Just wait for it. And it's not related to hedgehogs either. It's like a tiny, little tiny rodent that lives in Madagascar, I think. Yeah, they look intense. I saw them very briefly on a nature documentary earlier this year. I feel like they've kind of gotten a little well known maybe because of that. I had never heard of one before, but they are super neat. It looks like a straight up Pokemon. So they are like, I think they have these really like striking colors because they're like a dark like black with bright yellow. If I'm thinking of the right one. Maybe there's other types of Tenrecs because it is awfully specific, this name, so maybe it's not the one I'm thinking of. But yeah, Tenrecs are neat critters. Also, hiccups happen. Okay. I'm gonna say it's streaked like this. There we go. Something like this. I'm gonna say the face has a little more white, maybe. But yeah, and then they're like ground dwelling. I think I got it. Just living his best Tenrec life. It's true, they are really cool creatures. If you've never heard of a Tenrec before, feel free to look it up. By the way, the rule with drawing an animal is feel free to look it up and like watch how close or how far I get. Just don't give any hints in chat, is what I ask. Just because it, you know, it can be funny if I have no idea, but if you give me hints, it's not fair, and then I can have unfair advantage. I still have lots of minutes, but I don't know what else to add. I feel like I drew this too fast. Oh, that's not doing anything for me. I guess I'll clean up the sketch, maybe. It is a little bit sketchy. Here, a lot of shadow. A lot of shadow. Where can I add a shadow? Gotta love home for you guys. There we go, a little shadow. A little shadow for the friend. Maybe a worm. Maybe he's eating. I don't think I draw the prey very often. Do they eat worms? Probably. We'll find out. I'm gonna say he eats a worm. He seems like he would eat worms if he could get one. That's a worm. There's the wormhole. Alright, we're off task. Let's look up a Tenrex, because I know he's lost to leave. Hey Skittle, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's see. A spiky streaked Tenrec. Yeah! I guess some of them have more yellow around the head, but I think I knew what it was, so I'm gonna give myself this one. Guys, are you ready for this animal? If you've never seen a Tenrec before, here you go. Behold, the Pokemon, I mean animal, the Tenrec. They're so cool. I mean, it straight up looks like a, I don't know, like a Sandshrew Pikachu. It's so interesting. Yeah, streaked Tinrick. Look at it. Look at it. Behold it. Behold it. Let's learn about it also. Oh, a small Tinrick. Here, let's make sure we're looking at the right Tinrick. Spiky. Nope, that's not save. Not trying to save. Trying to find. Spiky. Oh, streaked Tinrick. Okay, so there's two streaked Tinricks, it looks like. There's the lowland and the highland. There we go. I'm not sure which one you were wanting, Yesel. This one is considerably less spiky. The highland streaked Tinrick, so I'm gonna go with the lowland streaked Tinrick being the one you meant. Because it's way more spiky. He's yellow. I know, it adds so much, right? It's just crazy. It's crazy. So it is a small Tinrick found in Madagascar. Belongs to the family Tinreckidae, which is a great family name, honestly. And it's more specifically let's see, its natural habitats are in tropical lowland rainforest in northern and eastern parts of Madagascar. It can be found on land, splashing in shallow waters, or digging underground. Tinricks inhabit the Indian Ocean island of Madagascar and reside within rainforests. They can often be found in their manufactured burrows. What's that mean? Like they make them themselves? And they place nests that are hidden underneath leaves near a source of water. There you go. There's where they live. Just on the edge of Madagascar. Let's see. They possess sensory hairs that are scattered on the dorsum. I don't know what that is. Maybe the head. That are similar to whatever that word is. It's an evolutionary adaptation for its semi-fossorial habits. What? With a well-developed lateral and okay, this is too much scientific jargon. Function as they're talking about the elongated elbow bone, maybe. Yeah, for digging. So this is like a common thing with digging creatures. They have a really long. I learned this the other day on Paleontologics stream actually. They have a really long. I don't know what the bone is called, but it's one of these words that they're saying. But it's because it's so that the tricep muscles have more place to attach, so that when they're pulling the dirt out, it really gives them a lot of extra strength, which is important to think about if you want to do creature design, because then you can incorporate that into your digging creatures. See, smart. I want to know what they eat. Do they eat worms? Lowland streaked Tinrick is active both during day and night. Its diet is made up of primarily earthworms. Yes, it seemed like an earthworm eater. But other invertebrates sometimes as well. It may be seen stamping its feet on the ground. Aww. Believed to increase earthworm activity for easier foraging. That's cute. Most Tinricks possess a long snout for poking around the ground to find their food. I heard about some animal that like sticks its nose in the... No, there's not an animal, but there's like a way to bring earthworms up. It's like creating vibrations in the ground. It's like, isn't that how they like hunt for earthworms to gather them? They like stick a rod in the ground and it like sends pulses or something, and it like makes all the worms come up. I totally forgot about that. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Okay. Anyway, that's the Tinrick. Thank you guys for learning about it with me. Thank you, Isel, for requesting it. And let's get back to our session here. Lovely, lovely critter. I'm gonna give myself a good grade on that one. I think I nailed that one for the most part. Yeah, thank you for requesting the Tinrick. It's a fun critter. Fun critter. Semi-fossorial. Wait, what? I can't even say it. Semi-underground. Oh. Vibrissa means whiskers. See, Charlie's Dragon knows. It would be a cool pet, right? In case of creativity. It looks like it's wearing a sunflower. Yeah, they are really cute though, aren't they? Yeah, go look up the Tinrick. They're super neat. Super neat. I'm glad you liked it, Isel. Sorry if I missed anybody's chat. A Tinrick character has been added to Sonic the Hedgehog. That does not surprise me at all. It does not surprise me in the slightest. You found your missing mosasaur tooth. Oh, nice, Slappy. Congrats. I hate purses, so I tend to throw my old one out when I get a new one. Have a good one, Isel. Thanks again for being here. I'm really excited for tomorrow. Guys, don't forget to tune back in. Follow Isel. Here, I'll give you a shout out. Follow Isel or follow myself if you aren't already, and come hang out with us tomorrow at 4 p.m. We're going to be doing at least my first ever co-stream, and we're going to be learning oil paint with Isel. She's an incredible oil painter, hyper-realistic oil painter, and she's going to be teaching us kind of the oil painting basics, basically. So I'm excited. If anybody wants to join and learn with me, click that heart, hangout tomorrow. It'll be at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. That's 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. I don't know all of the time zone conversions, but hopefully one of those is helpful for people who do math. And we'd love to see you and come hang out. So I'm excited. You can't wait. Co-stream Hoot Nanny? Yeah, that's what it'll be. That's what it'll be. Come expecting chaos, guys. Sorry, that was really hard. Your cat used to bring you earthworms? Sorry, I was catching up, Charlie's Dragon. But you have a phobia of them? Oh my gosh. Midnight European time, 11 p.m. UK time. Oh, I'm so sorry to everybody in Europe and the UK. Can I put a time converter on my Discord? I have no idea how to do that, Miss Yvette. You think very highly of my technological skills and my understanding of how Discord works. Alright, let's do another one. We are probably gonna be wrapping up in like half an hour. So I tend to go a little longer on Tuesdays just because it's my only stream today. So we'll go till noon. So you have about that much time if you wanted to keep doing some studies and post them. If you are kind of waiting around to see the show and tell part, I'll probably aim to do that around noon. So feel free to keep on drawing if you're drawing. I'm trying to find a good action pose here. Maybe I'll do 2 figures. I really need to practice doing more interactive poses. This song is so intense. Because it's really hard to make, like, drawing 2 people in proportion to each other is tough sometimes. This picture is intense. Holy cow. But, sorry, I just found a really funny picture. What in the world is this? This is extremely funny. Okay. I think... Whoa. Holy cow. Alright, I think I'm gonna do this pose. This looks intense, but I'm gonna draw it. Discord converts time for events. That's what I thought. Yeah, so Miss Yvette, I made events, sorry, and those should do conversions. But I think you're in Pacific time, right? So it's just an hour before me. So if I say 4 p.m. Mountain Time, it's 3 p.m. Your time. But yeah, that's part of why the events are helpful, is that it automatically converts the time for whoever is reading the event, which I find very helpful. Look at this intense pose. This is what you guys do on date night, right? Hey Smorf, how's it going? Yeah. Oh, thanks for checking Charlie's Dragon also. Whenever I draw someone else's character with mine, I always end up asking how tall they are to get everything right. Yeah, it's hard to get them right. And that's why I have a folder. I need to fill it with more things. With like people interacting, because I have an interactions poses folder, but it's kind of sparse. I need to find pictures of like people dancing or people walking together, or just like people like playing sports or something, like something where people are interacting, because I feel like it's a helpful thing to learn how to do, is how to draw people in proportion to each other. Is also a hard skill set. What's date night when you listen? I mean, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, probably Charlie's Dragon. So I'm just going to draw the big shapes, kind of loosely gesture in both figures to try and make sure that the proportions are good before I start doing any kind of detail work. I think especially with this kind of thing, it's important to make sure I do this step. Oh man, there's some wild There's some really bad tangents in this photo. So it actually took me a minute to parse this out. So this is the deltoid. This is the tricep. This is the bicep. But you're actually seeing part of the other arm back here. So it's kind of confusing to look at. He's actually got relatively thin arms. This blue line back here is actually the other arm. But it's causing some really weird visual distortion because of the shadow on the forward arm hitting that as well. That's really hard to look at. Okay, let me think about this. Oh yeah, guys, proposed morph. Oh no, sloppy salamander. Yeah, I try not to carry food in my purse either. I'm always afraid it's gonna spill and then I'm never gonna get the smell out. Sometimes I carry like a granola bar, like dry food, but or like gum. That's about as much as I'll put in there. But I also have really small. I hate purses. I try to keep them very small. I prefer like messenger bags. We talked about this I think on stream the other day. Cozy Christmas song. I hope it's at least a little bit cold when I go to Texas. I'm not like banking on it because it usually isn't, but it would be nice to have like a fire. My old apartment, I had a fireplace and I really loved it. I used it a lot. I would go gather wood when I would go camping and stuff, or like if somebody was chopping down a tree, I'd ask if I could take some of these scraps. They give those away on Nextdoor sometimes. It's like the main thing I use Nextdoor for, was getting free firewood. But yeah, it was so nice. You miss having a working fireplace? Yeah, same. My parents have one. I really enjoy it. It always feels cozy. I like, even though we don't need it most of the time, it's still kind of cozy just around Christmas to put on a Christmas movie and start a fire. We actually made one at Thanksgiving because it got a little cold one day. Alright, these yoga pants are causing extremely confusing lines. I'm just not going to draw the pattern. It looks very strange. Very strange. A Brahm on a horse, Brindle. I've just pulled out this bag. No, what? Oh my gosh, Sloppy, what kind of bag? Are you pulling out of like Mary Poppins bag or something? What is going on? You're finding so many things. You got food? You have model horses in this bag? How big is this bag? It's half of one. Wait, what? Oh good, you got the reference photo I sent you. Toilet, is that you? Is this toilet IRL? By cold, I mean below 23 degrees. Before that, the other height. Yeah. Oh, pretty much the minute it gets into the 30 degrees Fahrenheit range is when I kind of wanna have a fire. How you doing, Tad? Good to see you. All your bags tend to be Mary Poppins bags? That's incredible. That's a skill, Sloppy. A skill I do not possess. I need to go through and throw out a bunch of stuff. I have a bag that I've finally stopped using because it was literally falling apart, and I have like 2 or 3 backups that people have given me, mostly out of pity because they'll see my bag and they'll be like, Casey, you need a new bag. I'll be like, oh, but it works. Why do I need a new bag? It still zips and holds things. But apparently it was offending everybody with how dirty and broken looking it was, so I had to get a new one. It looks like the reins, the brow band, and the throat strap. Oh. How did you even get that? Cut apart one because the zipper was so corroded? Oh yeah, I need to just toss them. I have one that I was kind of thinking about trying to fix because the reason, it was a really good bag and it still zips and everything works. There's no holes. It's just the strap is shredding. And so I was thinking about replacing the strap, or at least like stitching, or like kind of putting the strap back together, or taking off the frayed ends or something, or reinforcing it, because it was good otherwise. But people were offended, so I got a new one. I'm doing all right, Toilet. I am tired, but I'm hanging in there. I've got my water. I'm gonna be wrapping up here in a little bit probably, but we're gonna do the like study show and tell in a few minutes. Oop, and I'm gonna mark right through my picture. Oh my gosh, why? This is why I really dislike wireless keyboards and wireless mice. Yeah, so I've only done 4 drawings today, which feels like not enough. So I'm gonna draw for like 5 more minutes, and then I think I might call it. And look at what you guys are doing. Oh, thanks, Smugsy. I appreciate that, honestly. I have a lot to learn still, but I kind of want to do like a really intense pose. Some of these workout poses, guys, on Pinterest are like, I swear it's like these people have dedicated their entire lives to figuring out how to hold this really weird pose long enough to take a selfie. And it's like, that's cool and all, but man, what else you got going on? Let's see, I'm going to find one more kind of unique pose here. I need to find... This one's pretty cool. Dynamic. But yeah, guys, this is the last warm-up stream actually until after Christmas. So just FYI, if you had some warm-ups you were wanting to share sooner rather than later, this would be the time to share them in the Discord. Tomorrow I will not be able to do a warm-up stream because I actually have to go work at my day job for most of the day. So I'll be working there from like 9 to 3, and then hopefully not any later than 3:30 because at 4 we're doing the stream with B Diesel, so excuse me. I don't know what is up with my my voice lately. It's like it cannot recover. It's really frustrating as heck. I feel like I sound like a rusty gate. Shoot, which pose do I want to do? I'm having trouble picking a pose. I think I've done these poses before. Let's see. Pinterest, don't fail me. I'm trying to find a good pose of like people like hugging or something, but I'm just getting weird reference pictures. Oh, here's a good one. This is a bunch of pose refs. Perfect. This is what I'm looking for. Ah, but they're small. Ugh, hiccup attack. I hate them. Maybe I'll just do another action pose. I feel like I'm having trouble finding a good interaction pose, so we'll do this one. This is like a good dynamic pose. Hopefully it won't get me in trouble. We shall see. There we go. Sorry, that took me a little longer than expected. Right, not a naked human, Twitch. Just FYI. Don't ban me. Oh yeah, saving. Thank you. I should save. The pack of eggs you bought says if you want fresher eggs, you have to get a hen. That's hilarious. All your references were off of a YouTube channel you found that does ballet photography. Yeah, they do. But ballet and dance references are really good. Especially to Huggy Upside Down. Oh, I'm glad you like it. It came out alright. There's definitely, I feel like when you show it next to the reference, it's always like, oh, there's a few proportion issues, but I'm trying to get better. I should be doing more interaction poses. I'll have to beef up that section of my Pinterest board. I'm starting to worry that I've pinned too many things. I know there's a limit at some point, like you can't have any more pins. And I'm pretty sure that I'm getting close to that. Yeah, it does not look comfortable, no. It does not look comfortable at all. Last time things made, hey, you know what? I do that too. It's okay. It's okay. I would, like I was just saying earlier, one of my goals, maybe this year, if I can fit it in, is to actually find a place to go do figure studies, like actual in-person figure studies. I can't just, I feel like I need to practice what I preach, you know? It's been a long time. I'm not going to say how long, but it's been a long time since I've taken a figure class. And they are some of the most helpful, I think, classes an artist can take if they really want to get better at drawing. Not just drawing people, but just drawing in general, because it's going, like I keep saying, I hate to be a broken record, but it's going to force you to understand 3 dimensions and form, and to think about objects not as lines that you're drawing, not as like outlines like that, but actually like thinking about contour and thinking about these being like literal like cylinders and boxes and like structures that you can that you have to figure out how to draw 2-dimensionally. You have to take something 3-dimensional and draw it 2-dimensionally. So plus just a great anatomy as well. I mean, if you can learn about anatomy on any kind of an animal or a human or anything, like it's going to help you with your anatomy for all living things, because you're going to start recognizing certain bones and certain muscles and how we all kind of have the same ones, and just how they stretch and how they change and what their function is. It's just any kind of observation like this is going to be helpful. So all that to say, I really want to get back into it. And I have so many like giant drawing pads and charcoals and just things like that I want to use up. So it'd also be a great way for me to use up stuff. I wouldn't have to buy a bunch of supplies. I would just sign up for the class or, you know, pay for the model or whatever it is that they want me to do. So yeah. I don't remember why I went on that tangent. I apologize, but there we are. Yes, for all vertebrate animals, yes, yes. Anything that has a skeleton, it's gonna help you out. I still no, you're fine. It's not comfortable, yeah. I think it depends. It depends on the person, probably. It depends on your neck muscles. I think I've done that getting off a couch as a kid, but you know, as a kid, it didn't bother me. I don't think I'd do it now. I wouldn't want to like hurt myself. At least not without working out a little bit first. Yeah, anatomy is fun. Anatomy is fun. It's helpful stuff. I just need to figure out a way to be more interested in people, that's all. I think it'll happen. I might do like a fan art series or something. There's actually Disney December. Somebody was asking, it might have been Slappy. Somebody was asking about a like art challenges happening this year. There is actually a fan art challenge happening right now called Disney December. It's run by two, I think one of them is actually an ex-Disney animator, but two very well-known animation personalities here online. I don't think they're on Twitch, but they run it on Instagram primarily. But they're really good about like resharing stuff that people are making. And it's a really popular one, so it's a good way to get your work out there too. So if anybody is if anyone likes drawing fan art, if you're a Disney fan, it's a lot of classic stuff, and I think they have some stuff on there like on the list this year that I really like. They have like gargoyles and Darkwing Duck and like a lot of the old school Disney. So yeah. Do I just want you to make arcane fan art? Maybe. I mean, I kind of want to make some arcane fan art. It would be a good exercise to get me like actually interested in drawing people. That is one good thing about fan art, is because you're working with established characters. There's kind of there's already an audience for it, but two, more importantly, in my opinion, there's already a story, and so you kind of walk into it with more ideas of what kind of stuff you can draw or want to draw. I just need to find a topic that I really want to illustrate. I'd probably do like a little kid, like, I really like Vander. I've been thinking about Arcane a lot. I don't know, this might be spoilery. Is it time yet to do spoilers, or do I need to wait till 2025? What is the statute of limitations on spoilers for a new show, guys? I don't know the internet etiquette for a lot of things. Is there like a timeline, you know, where it's okay to start talking about spoilers? One day. Yeah, one day is not very descriptive. Someday you can. Okay, got it. Got it. No spoilers, okay. But what is the timeline on that? I am curious. Is there like an accepted, like, hey, you should wait a month? Or hey, you should, you know. We watched season 2 in my Discord not too long ago. We do a movie night every once in a while. It is hard to coordinate that stuff with everyone's schedules, but I'm sure there are people who wanted to watch but couldn't. Like 2 or 3 months. Give a spoiler warning. Spoiler warning coming up. Mute if you don't want to hear. Yeah, that's fair. That's a whole 24 hours. People stop slacking. It took me a while to watch it. I didn't watch it until this week. You know, I also didn't have time. So I appreciated not getting spoiled. Although some stuff was a little spoiled for me, but not too bad. Nothing major. See, her proportions are way off. I drew her legs too big, I think. Way too big. You started opening Discord the day it came out and went, nope. Yeah, when it's something with that level of popularity, I literally turn off the internet until you. Yeah, that's kind of how I was too. I avoided a lot of. I didn't go on Instagram. I didn't go. Yeah, I wasn't like looking at my follower feed. I kind of avoided a lot of the internet too. And just hung out in my own Discord for the most part, and here on Twitch, because I didn't want to get it spoiled. But no, I'll probably do some arcane fan art and just use spoiler tags or something. It is hard though, because you wanna, you know, I wanna draw stuff now while it's fresh. Because if I wait, I'll start forgetting things, and I'm probably not gonna have time to watch it again for a while. I do kind of want to do a rewatch, just to like catch things like subtle things that I missed the first time, and kind of connect all the dots. But I will say, not a spoiler, just a my personal opinion about the show overall. I will say I think season 1 was better. There was a lot of beautiful visuals, like holy cow, the visuals in season 2, incredible. The writing I felt like struggled. It kind of felt a little bit like they lost their direction slightly in some characters. Like characters kept making decisions, and I complained about this a little bit in the Discord. They kept making decisions that didn't make sense to me. That didn't make sense to their character, at least my understanding of their character. And they kept saying things that didn't make sense sometimes, and I was just like, this feels like you established this character to be very different than this. And now you're just like pretending like that's not the case, and you're not really giving an explanation as to why it changed. So I had a few more issues, I think, with like leaps in logic this season. Like I had a harder time suspending my disbelief. Granted, it's a fantasy series, right? Like I can't take it too seriously, but I think you can have a well-written, believable world that has fantasy elements and still has like things happening that make sense, you know? There's so much other fan art floating around with heavy spoilers. Yeah, for sure. Episode 7 was mind-blowing. Was that the... I don't want to... since we're not doing spoilers, I don't want to ask specifics, but I think I know the one you're talking about, yeah. Yes, the internal logic in the series. It really struggled in season 2. Thank you, that's a good word for it, Chili's Dragon. The first season, though, I felt was so solid. I will say, if anyone hasn't seen the series, even if you don't want to watch season 2, if you struggle with stuff like that, like... I do think season 2 is more graphic in a lot of ways too. So I felt like season 1 wasn't quite as like, there was a lot of violence. I mean, there's a lot of violence in the whole show, I guess. But it wasn't as graphic somehow. I don't know. But yeah, season 1 is great. Like season 1 is, yeah, maybe just because there were so many action. They were trying to squeeze so much action, I think was part of the issue with the writing. They tried to do too much. And I think that shows always struggle when they try to fit too much into a short time span. I mean, look at Korra. That was the whole reason I didn't watch Legend of Korra after season 1. I was like, well, that was the whole season, that was the whole series in one season. It was just too fast. And that has other issues, and I understand all of that. Like, you know, the network made them, or like they didn't think they were going to get another season, so they crammed it all in. Like, I totally understand all the reasons that it was so fast-paced. But it killed it for me. So I hope, I don't know, I heard they're going to be doing more in that universe. I kind of hope we'll see some characters that we have questions about still from season 2 without giving spoilers. And I hope to learn about some new characters to love that are really interesting. I don't know. There are some rumors on the internet, I have no idea if they're founded or not, that they also kind of did a little bit of fandom pandering in season 2, which looking back I can kind of see. Because some of the issues I had with some of the characters make sense if I look at it through that lens. It's like, oh, okay. You were just trying to cater. I see. I don't know. Lots of new characters, too, that didn't get a lot of screen time and felt kind of superfluous to me. I feel like if they had stopped trying to make me care about so many new characters, maybe we would have had more time to further develop these plot lines to make it feel less choppy. But it was still good. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll still rewatch it. I just didn't like it as much as season 1. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'll say. That's as spoilery as this conversation will get. Thank you guys for keeping spoilers out of the chat. Jump on it while it's fresh. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. But then what do you do about spoilers? I'll just, like, hide everything behind spoiler tags, I guess? I don't know. Like, how do you post that on Instagram? Do you just put, like, a first slide that just says, beware arcane spoilers? And then swipe to see? or something. Maybe I guess I could do that. I don't know. Oh, we have an ad break. I'm so sorry. I'm just talking through the ad break. Let's do a stretch. Let's do a stretch, guys. Ugh. I have been hunching so bad this whole stream. Unshrimp yourselves, guys. Take a drink, stretch, get up and walk around, do a couple jumping jacks, do whatever you gotta do. Hiccup, you know, that's an option. Woof. Whew, okay. We have about 1 minute left. Oh, how did my chat get so far behind? What happened? Like a close-up with a spoiler tag? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Because I don't want to like blur it out. Because I feel like if you blur it out, it makes your Instagram profile look really, I don't know. But that's a good idea, yeah. Zoom in on a character for the first slide. And then do a different one for the second, I guess. How does that work with glazing? Does anybody know? So would I need to, oh my gosh, would I have to like do a cropped preview and then glaze that and then also glaze the whole thing? I feel like I would have to because there's something that glazing does to the JPEG pixels. I wonder if it stays if you resave it as a different JPEG. Does anybody know the answer to that? Hey Genie Problem, how you doing? Screenshot the glazed image. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Does it, if I screenshot the glazed image, does it turn it back into an unglazed JPEG? Because I don't know, I know that what glazing does is they replace certain pixels with like misinformation essentially, and I wonder if it would stay that way. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if anybody knows the answer to that question. Yeah, I don't either, Smugsy. You'd be at first series in the same universe but completely different times, so you have no connection to yeah, I agree. I'd like to see a totally fresh, maybe like a mage perspective, like with mentions of Piltover, like do the inverse, like talk about like the more magical side of that world, and kind of I'd like to see an expansion on like the Noxus thing, because that felt very, as somebody who's never played LoL, that felt very out of left field in season 1 and also 2, and so like I just felt like I never got a good explanation of what that was as a non-player. Screenshotting would not keep the glazing. That's what I think too, Charlie's Dragon. That's my guess. So it just means if I have to do that. Yeah, it was unexplained. Okay, so you felt that way too. Yeah, it just felt like it, and so because it was unexplained, it felt like a random plot device that was just there for drama and didn't feel like it actually fit. Like it felt like a derailing, like everything that happened. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but just like it felt like it was secondary to the plot, and so it made it feel like a filler. And I think that was yeah, I think it would be cool if they would maybe go into how that works and what it even is more. But the visuals, again, the visuals were crazy. I'm gonna have to rewatch it just to take screenshots, honestly. I loved the visuals in season 1. Season 2s were even better. Like, yeah, it was great. A great show. Highly recommend watching Arcane if you haven't. At the very least, watch season 1, because I think I didn't feel left behind at all as somebody who's never played the game, doesn't have any familiarity with the characters. It felt very, like a very solid story. Season 2, it kind of lost its way a little bit in my opinion, but season 1 is fantastic. Yeah, I think they are, Smugsy, that makes sense, but it still felt choppy to me. Yeah, exactly, same, Charlie's Dragon. Yeah, no, I still love it. I was just, yeah, I was a little, maybe it was because I was also watching it with people in Discord, and maybe I was just getting distracted, I don't know. I'm gonna do a rewatch of season 2 and see if I can piece more things together. But let's stop talking about Arcane for a second and look at some artwork, because it is now after 12, and I'm gonna go look at some warm-up stuff. So if you guys have been doing any kind of studies along with me, whether they're figure drawing studies or, you know, whatever, feel free to drop them in the Discord. There is a warm-up section. You can put them in there, and we're gonna look at them here in a little bit. There should have been at least one more season. I agree. I think they put too much in season 2. They tried to have too many threads. I wonder how much of that had to do with the layoffs at Riot. Because for those who don't know, there were a bunch of layoffs of artists and animators at Riot. I don't know if it was with the Arcane team or if it was just with the general game studio side of things, but that kind of impacted things a lot, I think. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up to the top of the warm-up studies here. We're gonna see, where did we stop yesterday? Oh, here we go. So we have a few from yesterday and then one from today. Okay, perfect. And then if anybody wants to post anything in there while I am looking at stuff, feel free. Just please make sure that it is work safe. Okay, we're gonna start right here. And I'm actually, really quick, before I forget, I'm gonna do something really dumb. And I'm gonna piece these together in a MS Paint document. This is my fast way of, because I want to share these, but I hate having all the reference pictures in there sometimes. When I do, like, if we raid somewhere that wants to see the art, sometimes they don't, but if they do, it always feels weird having the reference pictures for some reason. So I'm gonna piece these together in a weird way. Oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. Hold on. Let's do it an even smarter way. Take that away. Sorry it's so bright, guys. It's just easier. Yeah, this will give you anyone who wants to some extra time to post if they needed extra time. Ah! Ah! And then as soon as I'm done chopping these up, we'll get into it, and I'll post these in the Discord. Transparent selection makes it so easy to get what I need. I guess this one's hard to do because it's like mushed on top of each other. High-tech stuff. I want to let me delete that. Stupid wireless keyboard. Super secret MS Paint technique. I feel like it goes so much faster when I do it this way for some reason. Those three are alright. I think I'm just gonna save. I just do those three. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. Or the skeleton. I mean, they're okay, but I don't know if they're worth saving. Maybe this one's alright. Devoid of context, of course. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Almost done with this. Even though this is like old tech, this is still how I do all my sketch dumps. For some reason, I feel like because MS Paint's just such a low, memory usage program, it just goes so fast. Here, it's just really easy if you have sketches like this to just make it transparent and click and drag things, and then all of a sudden you've got like a halfway decently arranged series of images. I don't know. Might just be me. I should put that one there actually. It's like a puzzle piece. What fits where? Here we go. Easy peasy. Okay. That is what I will share on the interwebs. Okie doke. So, let's see what you guys get up to. I'm gonna pull the Discord over here and start looking. So if you had any work to share, go ahead and drop it in Discord if you haven't already. But I'm going to start with the last thing that we looked at yesterday, which was my bears, and then anything below that is what we'll look at today. So we did bears yesterday for anybody who missed it. If you want to be a part of the showcase, make sure what you put in here is a warm-up and not like a drawing. Like make sure it's something done with the intent of studying or learning. So like I shouldn't see any finished work used using reference. That's not the same thing as a study. And if you want more information, you can just go to like the pins up here. It kind of goes into what I consider a study. Hopefully it makes sense, but feel free to ask me if it does not. But let's go ahead and check and see what you guys are making. So we have Art of DHT here. I think Art of DHT streams. Don't know if they're in here right now. I can't remember their username, unfortunately. I know it's like it's got some other numbers and stuff in it, so I'm not going to shout out. But Art of DHT, if you are here, feel free to speak up in chat, and we will give you a shout out for sure. Oh wait, I see you right there. Hold on. I see you. It's the Art of DHT. There we go. Go ahead and give Art of DHT a follow. I know that they do art, and if you like watching people draw, doing studies and stuff, you'll enjoy. This is such a cute little drawing of this spectacled bear. Really nice job. You really did a good job with the expression too, and I can tell you're really trying to look at what you're seeing and kind of put it on the paper. It's been interesting to watch your work grow, so thank you for sharing. Looks great. Really nice job with the nose and stuff, especially. I think it feels like you were really looking hard right here. But lovely, lovely stuff. And guys, don't feel like you have to post the reference picture, but if you have it and you want to, it does sometimes help us to know kind of what you're working from, so we can see, you know, how you were thinking. You know, you were looking at like the shape of this arm right here to get that big clunky fuzzy shape there, and you really did a good job with making it look like it's resting on the arm as well. Nicely done, Art of DHT. Moved on to HDMZ. Everyone's names rhyme today so far. This looks great. Actually, I love that you guys use the same reference. That's funny. Must have really spoke to both of you. Lovely, lovely study. Both of these. Great skull studies, great value studies. HDMZ is always killing it with these studies, honestly. But go give HDMZ a follow as well if you aren't already. Oh, double shout out. Thanks, Amaze. Sorry about that. Really nice job with the catching the soulful expression here too. Really good job with the proportions of everything. I can tell you really checked for that before you got into the details, so that's always a good move. And same thing with the skull here. Your skulls are always great. You've been doing so many skulls. Something else awesome about HDMZ is their singing voice. Really, Slappy Salamander. HDMZ sings, huh? Exciting. That's good to know. Enjoyed the tunes. Oh, well, there you go, HDMZ. I don't know if you're watching now or if you're going to watch back later, but you have a fan in the audience. I'll have to make sure I check that sometime. These look great. Really nice job with the values and the colors here as well, HDMZ. Fantastic stuff. And yeah, thanks for participating. Always fun to see different studies people are working on. And here we have Moon Sky Runner. There was quite the conversation about this yesterday. Everyone really likes this reference image. I think it's adorable. Can hardly bear to think about it, right? It's a thinking bear. So cute. I love it. It's really nice to see how you handle all of the weight of the creature. Like the paw really looks like it's pushing into the jaw here, which is cute. And the weight, like I said, the weight of your lines are really nice. You always have such good line control and good proportions, Moonsky. Thank you for giving Moonsky a shout out. You guys, Moonsky just started streaming recently. Is a new artist here on Twitch. If you like what you see and you want to go support another awesome artist who's just starting out, go give her a follow. I know she'd really appreciate it. And yeah, she does great work. I was working on Moon the other night. She was working on a little baby Yoda drawing. Was super adorable. And she's been sharing a lot of her work in our Discord for a while, but feel free to go follow. I think you'll really like it. And obviously does good work. This is fantastic. Really good proportions. Great little study here. You did a great job. Thank you so much for sharing it. Love to see it. Yep, we had many thoughts were shared about the bear. This is from Amazing Fan 15. Make sure that I'm seeing it in full view here. There we go. Make sure that you guys also go follow Amazing Fan 15. Speaking of wonderful artists here on Twitch, really appreciate you, Amaze. These look great as always. Listen, your stuff always looks awesome. when we're doing any kind of humans, but you're doing great work, and I really appreciate you drawing along. Let's see. Make sure that that's the last one. Okay. Great structure as always. Amaze, if you guys haven't watched one of Amaze's streams, he does character work, he does a lot of comic work and animation, a lot of personal characters. Just really solid artist, really good structure to his line drawings, obviously very comfortable with people, and has a really good way of capturing the movement. It's really fun watching you do these gesture studies and these figure studies, Amaze. I hope you find them helpful. I think you're doing a great job. Like, look at the muscles here. This is a fantastic back study. Really nice job with all the proportions. Like, this looks spot on. Love it. Really nice work. Capturing all the different planes and all the different, like, structures of the figure here. Nice job. Very solid stuff, Amaze. Thank you so much for participating, and thank you everybody for hanging out, for drawing along, and also hi Paleontologist VA. Sorry that I missed your comment there. Yeah, I go a little later on Tuesdays usually because it's my only stream today. So, however, back muscles are still tricky. I think you're doing great, but yeah, we could do some shoulder studies or something next month maybe. Some back and shoulders. I probably need to learn the back muscles better myself. I might actually sit down one of these days and do like an actual intentional like muscle and anatomy study, like talking about the different, like, what's this muscle called, and like, would you guys be interested in that, or would that just be like the lamest thing ever to watch me do? Let me know. But I think you did great, Amaze, and look forward to seeing more from you. All right, well, I'm gonna post mine right down here, mine from today, and then anything that is posted after this we will look at the end of the next warm-up study, which, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be the 30th. So this is actually the last warm-up study for a while, because I'll be gone. At one point I thought maybe I would be here still on Monday, but I think I'm going to be driving down to Texas on Sunday, so I'm going to be gone this whole week. Probably not going to be streaming. I don't think I even have that capability on my laptop, but even if I did, I'm taking a break, taking a vacation. Might do a game stream at the most on Discord, but nothing on Twitch. So if you want to join my Discord, if I do happen to do, like, I'll be doing some movie night streams possibly, and maybe a game stream. There's a cool game I want to show you guys that I may not have time to do on Twitch. So, yeah. But we are going to be doing tomorrow, don't forget, there's no AM stream tomorrow because I'm scheduled to work, unfortunately, so there's no warm-up stream tomorrow, guys. But tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, that's 5 p.m. Central, I will be doing a co-stream with Beat Easel. I'm very excited about it, very nervous. It's going to be a traditional painting stream. We're going to be doing oil painting. So if you want to come back and watch me struggle through that, you're more than welcome. Love to have you if you wanted to join in. But for now, we are going to raid out, I think. Gonna raid out, find somebody to go say hello to, and yeah, meet some more Twitch artists, perhaps. So let's see who's on. Who have we not raided in a while? I have somebody in mind because there's some folks we haven't raided. Oh, you know what? Actually, we should probably raid. Speaking of Beat Easel, she's on right now. We should probably go say hi since we were just talking about her in our co-stream. So the people I was thinking of, we'll just have to raid another time. Whoa, what was that? What just happened? What was that sound? I missed it. What's going on? What the heck? BJ White! BJ White, you just donated to my Ko-fi and completed the goal. BJ, why you do this? This is way too kind. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you know what? That actually means we unlocked the super secret printer stretch goal, which is that you guys get to help me name the printer. This is something Kev asked for a while ago. So maybe we'll do something in Discord with that. If you have some ideas for what you would name a printer, I'd love a funny name. And then we'll vote on it. Maybe we'll do that on the New Year's Eve party. Thank you so much, BJ White. Holy cow. The purpose of that goal is to help me buy paper and ink for this printer, because I have some ink, but I don't have any paper. So paper can be kind of pricey, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to buy ink eventually. So thank you. Thank you so much for helping me afford that. I really, really appreciate that. That hopefully means I'll be able to buy some sticker paper, some like postcard paper, some fancier stuff that I can offer for giveaways for the New Year's party. So thank you, BJ White. That was really, really generous. I really appreciate that. Very kind. So let's go ahead. Yeah, start thinking about funny names. BJ, too kind. My gosh, that is an extremely generous donation. Miss Caprical, hey, how are you doing? Just call it calamari. Yeah, that was the super secret goal. I'll post about it on Ko-fi, and I'll post about it on Discord too, but mega salute to you, BJ. Thank you for supporting what I'm doing here. I'm trying, and I appreciate that you're helping so much. Okay. Name is Ink Floyd. Oh my gosh. That's good. Squids have ink, we call it Squid Games, calamari. I see what you're getting at there. Smurf. These are great names already. I love these. Okay, I'm gonna write these down. Feel free to post them in the Discord if anyone has. I'll make a little, put it in stream event chat or something. I'll make a post in there. But let's go find somebody to raid into. Thank you again, BJ. That was very unexpected. I wasn't even talking about that. Let's go say hi to Be It Easel. I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm gonna be streaming with Be It Easel tomorrow at 4 p.m. So let's go bring this over to her. Let's go give a cheeseling hello. I don't have a raid call, so let's see if I can figure one out. Cheese. Let's see. The cheese. Casey, I don't know. What do we say for the cheese one? I forget the cheese raid. Become bearing cheesy jokes. I don't know. Jeez, I don't know. If you guys have a better one, this is not a very good raid call. But I'm putting that in chat. If anybody wants to workshop that, please. It's not a very good raid call. One of these days I'll be a pro, but not today. Man, Ink Floyd is good though, Miss Caprical. I do like that. Let's go say hi to Easel. If you guys want to use a different raid call, feel free. But please stick around for the raid. If you don't know Easel already, she's an incredible hyper-realistic oil painter, and we're going to be learning from her tomorrow, and I'm super, 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 super excited about it. So yeah, let's go say hi. Let's go get her all pumped up for tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow afternoon for the oil painting stream. It'll once again, it'll be at 4 p.m. There is a schedule you can click on Twitch. You can click a schedule reminder. I also have a link, like an event in my Discord that you can click to get reminders about that. If you need that Discord link, there it is again. And then if you need my socials, I'm also posting about it and other projects on my socials. Oh, and also, if anybody wants a Christmas card from me, it's kind of last call before Christmas. So if you wanted a Christmas card from me that's got a doodle and a handwritten note, I ship anywhere in the world. I've got lots of stamps and I've got a few cards left. If you want it before Christmas, though, you got to put that order in, like, I have to get it mailed tomorrow, I think, in order for it to make it to some place in the US before Christmas. So make sure if you were thinking about doing that you do it sooner rather than later. But the offer stands all of December. So if you want to get one later in the month, you're just not sure about finances, go for it. But anyway, let's go say hi to Easel. I'll see you guys over there, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for the big oil painting.